Yes, people. Good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. Welcome back to BBK Sports. Will the Max Man will be announced today? Will he? Do we got ourselves a gunman? Do we? Or is he still floating around out there? Do we still got ourselves Havertz, or do we got ourselves a gunman? Don't know, people. Word on the street is that he's flying to London right now to finalize the finalized and all this here. But that's not the biggest story. That's not the elephant in the room, people. I know there's always one more twist in the transfer window. There's always one more twist in the transfer market. And today's twist is that ISAK wants out, which is crazy. Well, not crazy, because I told the Jordy Dread on the Man Them podcast a couple of weeks ago. But like, brother, you might as well sell him. Man can't deal with a distraction. You might as well sell him and get all that money in and reinvest into the squad if you trust your scouting, if you trust all the man that brought you Tenali, brought you Brunergy and all this. And now that he wants out, it's a little bit sticky. Because if clubs know that the player wants out, they're not paying 150 million for him. They're not. They're absolutely not going to pay that money for him. But this puts Liverpool in a mad position, And I mean mad, like not bad, but a tricky one, a tricky situation they put Liverpool in, because they just signed Iketika in it. It depends how they want to spin this. Do they want to spin this like, okay, we came for him already, we got our striker now, we're going to move on from you? Or it's like, oh, it's about to be Wayne Rooney, Tevez, and Ronaldo all over again up front with a massive, massive world-class front line.
Maybach music. Maybach music.
Follow me. I'm so sophisticated. To get a verse from me, you gotta be in.
Maybach music.
I'm burning purple flowers. It's burning my chest. I bury the most cash and burning the rest.
Maybach music.
I think I'm Big Meech. Larry Hoover. Whipping work.
Maybach music.
Big up to Easy E. Ross in the building, people. Big up to him every single time, crashing the stream with his presence. We will pause and we will wait for your permission to continue the stream, my guy. Big up to E. Ross every single time. So while I wait for E. Ross to give us permission to continue the stream, see a couple Dons in the building. I got to big him up every single time. I see Bluebird, but while E. Ross is doing that, put my jams on. I need my jams. I need my jams in the back. There we go. All right. Give me a second, people. My son took my mouse and gave me his, and this one is a little weird. Big up to Bluebird. Bluebird say, big up. Oh, yeah. I'm going to answer. Bluebird, I'm going to star this one, and I'll come back to it. Hopefully, you're still in the stream when I come back to it. Big up to Alvin. Like the stream on your way in, gang. Big up to you, man. Big up to you, and subscribe if you're new. Absolutely. Big up to Hendo. What you saying, Hendo? What you saying, my guy? Hope you're good. You were big enough. Hendo the assembled. Good afternoon to you, sir. Man like Skets. The winner of the transfer window. Out here just doing it. Ha. Well, what you saying, my bro? What you saying? What's the next move for you, man? You got your wingman, you got your creative player. Heard you need another striker. What you saying? Big up to Darren. Stay safe on the road out there, bro. I know you on the road today. Cross country, you say, yeah? Stay safe on the road, my G. E. Ross enters the stream. Say something crazy happened in this window. Brother, there's one more twist. And I always say it's one more twist because it makes it never ending, yeah? What you think will happen in the transfer window? There's one more twist. There's one more. Like a heavyweight, two massive Galactico teams playing, and it's 1-1 or 1-0. It's a close game down to the 90th minute. And is there one more chance? You hear Peter Drury, is there one more chance? And the chance comes. The chance always comes. A whipper in the box, and it lands or it breaks for someone, takes a deflection. There's always a chance. one last chance. So there is always one tricky thing left in the window. It's not tricky, but we're going for him. See, hey, listen, I'm hearing that Liverpool can spend, because they have spent so little over the past 2-3 years. Go back even 5 years, they say they have spent so little. PSR wise and FFP wise, Liverpool can still spend between 300 and 400 million and still be okay with PSR, because PSR allows you to lose up to 105 million per season. So Liverpool could spend 300 to 400 more million pounds and still be within PSR guidelines. That is crazy. That's on top of spending almost 300 million already. And that's without the sale of Darwin Núñez or Luis Diaz. So if they sell Diaz and Núñez on top of the money that they can already spend, oh my days. Oh my days. Scans said they're going for him. Now, Scans, what does that mean for the Ekitike deal? Is that going to play off to the left a little bit? See the three of them in the front line, or he's going to play 4-4-2. This is mad. This is mad. But it's kind of exciting, to be honest. even though it puts fear in me. With a front line of ISAK, Ekitike, and Mo Salah in it, with Verts there that can roam around and create on top of what you already got. It's scary. Big up with the intro. Big up to you, my Don. You Ross every single time. Appreciate you, sir. Appreciate you. Getting that mix off of here. Yes, sir. Wahaha says, need that bar from the John song, Big. All right, I got you. Wahaha. I'll make sure I do another mix. I'm actually do a mix, but the thing is, I have to cut him so short before it hits the copyright threshold. But I am gonna. But big up to 27 of you people locked in. Big up to every single one of you. Make sure you are hitting the like as you pop in and out the stream, people. Big up to every single one of you. Thank you for your viewership. Make sure you subscribe if you're new or consider it. Big up to the assembled. Thoughts on Mbappe and Rodrigo going to Newcastle as Madrid don't want them. It makes no sense that ISAK is going to Liverpool, or he could just be negotiating an improved contract. Well, the assembled, I'm reading Sky Sports this morning is reporting that he has refused a bumper contract. ISAK is 26, 27. This is probably going to be the biggest contract he signs. You know, he's at a crossroads, and I think he is very conflicted on what he wants to do. And I think he's reluctant at this point to wanting to commit his short career to Newcastle, because then he run the risk of ending his career with the EFL Cup. I'm not saying trophies are guaranteed at Liverpool, but if he goes there, you know, it's as close as a guarantee as you can get. The way Liverpool are moving, so I hear it. I don't think Rodrigo or Mbappe ever will consider Newcastle. Rodrigo would end up at us before he end up at Newcastle. But if Liverpool goes in for him, let's be clear, his head's already turned. Yeah, his head is already turned. He wants to be on a top team competing for top honors. And I don't think he feels like Liverpool gives him that opportunity. And I think that's what his advisors around him are telling him at the moment. Like, brother, you are one of the best strikers in the world. You need to be in one of the best teams in the world. Big up to AJ. Big up to you. I hope you are good, my bro. Tell us that you are well. AJ, what an absolute legend, man. Oi, LFC Monster, what you saying, bro? But can't say they're going for ISAK. What you telling me? Are you going for him, or are you good with Ekitike? Because it seems like, you know, Liverpool could be a pretty attractive destination right now if you're ISAK, regardless of Ekitike. Because ISAK knows he's better than Ekitike any damn way. It doesn't matter who's there. Unless it's Erling Haaland at the club, ISAK backs himself to go start. And dare I say, even if it is Erling Haaland at the club, If it's a different club other than Man City, ISAK backs himself to start because he's good. The boy is bad. He's a BMF, bad mother. So he backs himself, and I hear it. Please like the stream if you haven't already. It really helps the round out. Big up to AJ, man. Big up to AJ. AJ's been so busy, been in and out, but respect to AJ every single time. Big up to Godfrey. Big up to the legendary community every time. What a dude, man. Big up, man. AJ doubling down on his message. Absolutely appreciate it, man. Big up to every single one of you. For the 4 people locked in, hit the like button as you pop in and out, people. Consider subscribing to the channel. Big up to Darren. Said that's ridiculous. 300 million, my brother, that they can spend and still be good. Still be good with PSR. That is crazy. And that's without sales. That's without sales. So if they do that, it's the Scans dancing at the ATM at the moment. Brother, Scans, if you, man, pull this off, and okay, we rephrase the question. Scans, LFC Monster, all the Liverpool fans in the building. You, man, pull this off. You, man, pull off an ISAK. You have Ekitike. You signed Verts, already broke the transfer window. These men could break the transfer window twice in the same window. If you do that, then Champions League, Premier League is a must. I don't want to hear nothing about domestic cups, yeah? Champions League, Premier League, must. And I want to ask the Liverpool fans this as well. Because they have spent so cheaply over the past 3-4 seasons, if FSG came out to Liverpool fans and said, listen, this was the master plan all along, would you accept it? If they had said, we were saving, we were waiting for this moment, we were saving up all this money to buy all these superstars, and it just so happens to come on the back of a Premier League title. You just signed a new deal with Nike or Adidas, whoever they signed with. Just won the Premier League title. Lots of money coming in. Good on PSR. Yeah? Player sales are good. If they said this was the plan all along, would you accept it? Or would you say, no, the hell with that. The hell with that. We could have had 2 more Premier League titles because we won the league and didn't strengthen and finished 3rd on 69 points in 2021. Would you accept it? And say, okay, we get it now. You saw the bigger picture. We were tunnel vision focused on the title after a 30-year drought. I'm interested to hear what the Liverpool fans have to say about their ownership now. Because this is the envy of all men. This is the envy of all football fans, the way Liverpool are moving. I respect it. I hate it. I'm jealous of it at the same damn time. But I want to know. I absolutely want to know. You know the Maybach music got a job for E-Ross every single time, AJ. Ekitike is seen as a versatile forward by Liverpool coaching staff, not just a striker. So is ISAK. ISAK drifts out left and does it very effectively. You know, like that. Very effectively. He drifts out wide, good with the ball at his feet, you know, can score from outside the box, inside the box. I'm not sure which one is better in the air, but man, it's a mad one. Leave it up to Slot. In Slot we trust. He's just gonna slot right in, yeah? Ekitike, ISAK, slot right in. It's a championship team, isn't it? When you go into a Premier League team, you kind of, no matter how big you are as a superstar, when you're going into a Premier League champion team, you have to kind of humble yourself. Mbappe, best player in the world last year when he joined Real Madrid, he couldn't go there with chest. Had to humble himself. Like, until you win there, you're just one of the boys. Big up to Josh from True Guna TV with the raid. Big up to you, man. What a guy. What a guy. 13,000 K and flying to 14. Still have time to raid little old BBK Sports. Big up to Josh. Josh, I have to get you on the channel one of these days, man. Or absolutely would be an honor to be on your platform. But we will get some work done. Big up to you, my guy. Big up to Godfrey. You have to respect what Liverpool are doing. Liverpool might actually do back-to-back titles. Brother, that right there will kill the noise that they were told after City, after they won the title. Because the narrative around Liverpool's titles is, oh, You only win when City have an off year. City did have an off year in 2020. City did have an off year this year. They did. But Liverpool did the business. It's kind of like the 94, 95 Houston Rockets. Remember that one? When people, oh, you only won the title because Mike retired. You think Hakeem Olajuwon, Kenny Smith, you think they give a damn? Championship rings still weigh the same. No, brother, if Liverpool don't win the title this year, it won't be because of their management. It won't be because of their ownership. It will be down to the players and the coaches. It will be just down to them because the ownership has done everything that Liverpool fans have asked them to do and more. I didn't hear any Liverpool fans clamoring out for Wirtz and another creative spot. They had McAllister and Szoboszlai there, and that was enough to win the title. Gravenberch was one of the best young players, if not the best young player in the Premier League last year. I didn't know he was that young. I forgot he was that young, rather. But I was like, damn, this kid, he's on the... Brother, I thought he was 25 the way he was out there bossing it. Big up to AJ and Godfrey says, E. Ross, big up, man. Big up, man. I love the Deppin. Sell Martinelli to the Saudis for 75 mil, says DG2, and add 75 mil. Put in the bid for ISAK for 150. Come to Arsenal. DG2, brother. This right here, even if Arsenal had the money, even if Arsenal didn't have to sell to buy ISAK, somehow, our beloved football club, Arsenal Football Club, would drag their feet at this. They will turn their nose up at the best striker on the market. I mean, we're already calling ISAK GYKORES one of the best strikers on the market, which he is, best available striker. But then this guy makes himself available. You have to make a move, innit? Sometimes I wonder if Pep became available, if Man City decided, hey, we're moving on from Pep, if Pep became available and still wanted to coach, would Arsenal make a move? Would they? Do we trust? Do we trust this club? So this is how Liverpool fans felt all them years in the 90s. United fans felt in the 90s and 2000s. But this is the thing, LFC Master. That man never really needed to like go buy 2, 3, 4 players. You know, they would just go to a mid-table team and get their best player. You know, go to Tottenham and get Berbatov, and you know, come to Arsenal and take Van Persie for their final league title. And you know, they always had a squad that they just kept rebuilding as they went along while winning titles. You know, AJ said, if Liverpool get ISAK, I have them winning the next 3 Prems in a row. My goodness. Shockwaves, you know? Shockwaves. There is the link to Scans TV, people. You can catch Scans on the Red Pitch podcast as well. Also, you can catch him on Enemy Lines podcast tonight. Yours truly will be there as well. ISAK is going for a pay rise at Newcastle, hence why he said he wants to explore his options. Yeah, so... You know, Sky Sports reported that, but they also reported that he rejected the 300K that Newcastle would be willing to pay him. I think Newcastle really messed up with that when they re-signed him, whenever they re-signed him on 120K. You know, they gambled and lost because man is on less than half of what Kai Havertz is on, but he has twice the quality. Make that make sense? ISAK, Ekitike, Wirtz is a madness. We seriously can't afford to have Eze as our last signing. Brother, Godfrey, I've 100%. Even now, I believe, even if we get ISAK, if we get Rodrigo and Eze, we're still behind the curve because we still haven't gotten them yet. These men need to be on the pitch right now, training, getting all their ducks in a row because we need all the breaks, all the advantages we can get if we're going to be competing with this. You know, the hell with Marmoush, Haaland, Rodri, and all that's going on over there in Manchester. This right here, yeah, like I think DG says, brother, that man might do a 3-peat on paper. That is frightening. ISAK wants to win trophies, says Darren. Pretty much a given that fool. Yeah, it's as close as a guarantee as you can make, isn't it? Because it's crazy at this time. Last year, after Real Madrid signed Mbappe, I was like, nah, they're not winning the Champions League. When everyone thought they would have won it. You just won it, you signed the best player. 1 + 1 = 2. Not in football. It rarely ever does, isn't it? But this is frightening. But he will win there. They scored 91 goals last year, brother, with their number 9 and a false 9 giving them, single-digit goals. They get this guy, they're getting 20 goals. All of a sudden, they don't need 25 goals from Mo Salah anymore. Big up to Mark Kabungo. See you checking in. Lots of people in here. 45 people locked in. Make sure you're hitting the likes, people. Greatly appreciated. Helps the channel. Helps the algorithm. Big up to every single one of you legends locked in. 45 of you all. Big up, man. Big up for the engagement. I really appreciate it. LFC Monster. Big up, bro. These men are happy, Godfrey. These men are on cloud 9. Back into these comments and see what we got going on. Oh yeah, man. Thank you, man. Thank you, AJ. Yeah, hit 1.7. So the road to 2K is on. I might even cut it short at 1600. Yeah, because at 1600, I have a giveaway that I want to do when I get to a certain milestone. Gonna do a giveaway. 2K is a long way away, and I really want to give something away to the community to show my appreciation for the support. So I might just cut it short and say, hey, at 1600K, I'm gonna do a giveaway. It's gonna give away, not no bullshit. I'm gonna actually give away some money on the channel to help it monetize. I don't even do this for money. The monetization just came with the watch hours and all that from doing this consistently. But yeah, at 1600, might do a giveaway to show the people some love. Show them the same love they've shown me. Big up to Josh, man. True Gooner TV. What a guy, man. What a legend. LFC Monster says, Fabrizio has said Liverpool are the only team negotiating for ISAK. We've turned his head, and I'm confident Hughes and Edwards can get this done. This is like a flex by Liverpool, a mad flex. We're like, you wanted Ekitike, we're going to go get him. You have ISAK, we're coming to take him. This right here is going to make Newcastle fans hate Liverpool for life. Yeah? LFC Monster, Mr. Battered, Scants, RSV, Chris Welch, all you, man. Newcastle fans about to hate you, man, for life. You, man, so obviously Newcastle knew that ISAK heads was turned. That's why they bid for Ekitike in the first place. There was no 4-4-2 in the works. That was bullshit. This was, his head is turned, we need to get a replacement for him. That's what that was. That's what that was. Oh, my days. The AJ beat me to it. Yeah, respect, man. Respect. 1.7K, 1600K on the cards. We'll do a $100 giveaway when we get to 1600. Yeah, it's not a lot in these days, but it's something to give back to the community, man. You can fill your tank up. You can go out for a little dinner, some lunch, whatever. Except for you, man, in the UK. 100 USD is probably comes out to what? 100, like 80 something. But it is what it is. That's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be. Any more than that, my wife might trip out. Because it will be a reoccurring thing. Every milestone that I hit, that I said, I will do a giveaway here on BBK Sports. That's just how we're going to roll. Got to show my appreciation for the people who show me love. Yeah, say I want to retain the title. That's my main aim. Yeah, I mean, so the club is doing everything that aligns with your main aim. The club is doing every single thing. Like this is proper. Liverpool have done a proper season. Yeah, win the title. First year head coach. Oh, yeah, we're not gonna sit on our laurels. Because they could have used this as an excuse and reason. The fan base, they're happy for another 3-4 years. We won a trophy the previous year, won the league this year. This bought us some time. But no. Not enough. That thirst for winning make these men be like, nope. I want some more of that. In a perfect storm, boy, 10. Couldn't have said it any better. A perfect damn storm. Absolute perfect. The sun, the stars, the moon has aligned. And this is why I think Views has always said, I think the window is closed on us to win a title. Because most of the Arsenal fans were just thinking that the title was just going to sit around and wait on us to come pick it up. Like Liverpool doesn't have pressure on them to win. Like Man United doesn't have pressure. Chelsea, Man City. Like these men are craving titles as well. But we just believe the title was just going to sit on us and wait for Mikel to develop and wait for these prodigy players that Arteta was buying was just going to develop. Nah, brother. Nah. Liverpool, listen, the 30-year drought put a lot of people into a bad mindset to think that Liverpool don't go into a season wanting to win the damn shit. And now that they are there, brother, look out. Wyoming says, are Liverpool getting ISAK? If so, we are finished. Finito, terminado, done, brother. Right now, all signs point to that. Right? There's always one more twist in the transfer window, but right now it seems like all points point to him going to Merseyside. That is crazy. Is the number 4 t-shirt available at Newcastle, at Liverpool? Is it Chiesa that wears the 14? Well, Nunes will be going anyway, right? So he could wear the 9. Yeah. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. E-Ross says it's going to be... Oh, E-Ross. Damn, 96 degrees, brother. I got my windows open. I got to put my hoodie on right now. It's nice and cool in these Seattle streets. Boy 10 said, Klopp laid the perfect table at Liverpool. They had youth everywhere that had been given game time. They had a talisman in both halves of the pitch. They had good playmakers. Yeah. And they had Virgil. They had Mo Salah. Youth, legs around them. They're gonna add more youth. Yeah, and you know when they said Liverpool weren't done, this is what it meant. They weren't done. I still think they're not done. And they're still linked with Gahey. Which, again, I must double down and say, Arsenal, if you're going after Eze, do it now. Get it before they get Gahey. Because if they get Gahey, the less chance we have at getting Eze. These men are not about to sell all their best players in the same window. They told us last year with Elise and Eze, and they stuck to their guns. Only one of them was allowed to leave. And it worked out for all parties. Elise went and won the Bundesliga. Eze stayed and they won the FA Cup. The Assembly said, Monster, the only thing that would stop Liverpool winning the league is if they signed ISAK would be injuries or the team didn't gel, in my opinion. Yeah. Or if Lord Mikel wins every game and gets 114 points, the Assembly. Remember what he said last year? And that's the only thing that can stop Man City is if you get 114 points because they're so good. Well, they finished behind us. And he broke another record with that. Yep. Because now Arsenal became only the second team to finish above Man City since Pep's been here, not win the league. The other one, Tottenham, who we all call the ball jobs. Congrats, Mikel. League is done already, says DG2. If that goes to Liverpool. Right on. I need to go dig up that stream I did back in December when these links finally came out. And I said, yeah, that'll be curtains. Big up the boy 10 again. Says Slot probably went in and couldn't believe how much cash there was to spend, and he only bought Chiesa that did nothing. Didn't even play him, brother. Didn't even play him. Big up to Dana Valeria. So I find it funny that ISAK decided to communicate his willingness to leave now that all the top teams have bought strikers. All I heard at the start of the window is that ISAK isn't available. Can't get him. So what this tells me, Dana, is that someone in his camp got through to his thick damn skull. Someone around him. Like if the player didn't want to leave because he's comfortable, because he could be comfortable there. Not every player wants to be in a big team, be a big fish and all this stuff. Some men like to be a big fish in a small pond. You know? So advisors, confidants, players, other players, say, hey man, there's an opportunity there. There's nothing wrong with just listening. Just listen to what they have to say and see. And he listened and it probably turned his head. He looks at the Newcastle squad, looks at the Liverpool squad, looks at the Liverpool squad, looking at the Liverpool squad, then looks back at the Newcastle squad and like, there might be something here. Big up to Darren. Say he watching on his phone. The missus driving. Hey, big up to you, man. And big up to the missus as well. Big up to Mrs. Smartin. Big up to the first lady of the BBK Sports family. It'll be very demoralizing, right? We'll all Liverpool will create some enemies out of this, man. They are going to get some serious hate. Let ISAK miscontrol a ball. Let him go there and Verts pings one in, and he does the Lukaku touch. Oh my days! You know, it'd be clipped up. Look, he's shit. Liverpool played 150 million pounds for this. I know the United fans are gonna do it. I know the United fans would just love for ISAK. United fans would love for all Liverpool to spend all this money, all of it, break the transfer record twice in one window, sign all these players, Frimpong, Gyökeres, all these men, and fumble. They would love that. I think it was what Edwards wanted to do before, act like a big club, but we were obviously Klopp didn't feel that way, so he had to wait until now. Is that the power that Jurgen held at Liverpool? Oh my days. I don't even want to think Jurgen Klopp could have that type of power at a big club like Liverpool. You've heard me say here on BBK Sports that Pep is the only manager that's bigger than the club that he manages. And if a manager can go into a club like Liverpool and say, no, I don't want to reinforce, I don't want money, I want to win with these guys. I want to be loyal to Henderson and Wijnaldum and Fabinho and Naby. Hey, the power of the club. But I hear you, LFC Monster. I hear it. Indeed, if that goes. Curtains out here, bro. Good afternoon, BBK. The chat, Liverpool's transfer market is the meaning of unprecedented. Yes, man, bro. It is, man. These managers, like, they're leaving no meat on the bone. Some people, when they order chicken wings and they take 2 bites and just throw the wing in there and grab another wing. Nah, not these, man. They're cleaning off the bone, bro. Leaving no meat. Dana says, smash the likes, people. Yes, people. We got 39 people locked and we got 16 likes. Come on, people. Come on, people. Hit the like as you pop in and out the stream. Greatly, greatly appreciated. But big up to you for tuning in still. Big up to Scans. I've never been FSG out. I've always gone with the flow. Dubs been questionable on there. See that damn Dubs grades hard, D-Dubs is like, rather, if it's not this, I don't want it. Big up to Dubs every single time. Not just because I'm a United fan, but the league title race would seem over before it even starts. Rather, the pressure. Well, you know what? Yeah, fair. But the pressure that it's going to bring to Liverpool, maybe that pressure, just maybe that pressure to win every single game, because there would be pressure at Liverpool not only to win the league title and the Champions League, but they would have to win it a certain way. Yeah, this team is expected to dominate for years, so they can't be slugging it out with Arsenal and Chelsea. If they're going to be slugging it out, it's got to be a City pool all over again. And it's got to be that what's that, 2018-19 season, the 97 and the 98 points. It has to blockbuster, showtime like that. It can't be a whimper. It's just that we ain't spent the last couple of seasons. We earned nearly 300 mil on the pitch. First full season with the newsstand, indeed, with record revenue. Yeah, new deal, new sponsorships, Premier League payout. But the books are looking good right now. Yeah. It seems like Liverpool are operating from with a surplus, and everyone else is on some deficit shit. If we get ISAK, then I feel our time to go back to back and trebles. Yeah, see, this is the chest that I want to see. Yes, that's the chest I want to see. Please like the stream if you haven't already. It really helps them. Hey, big up to AJ. Yes, people do like the stream. Martinelli has to want to go to Saudi. I'll take that 75 million. I'll take the money from Bayern. I'll take 60 something for Martinelli. Hell, right out. 50 something, 60 something for Martinelli. Profit on the books. I think we paid less than 10 million for him. Liverpool are doing what we should have done when we were on top in the past summers, but we didn't capitalize and get the best players. Now we got We got Havertz. We got Moreno. We got Sterling. We got Calafiori. You know, not only were we in a good position, Dana, we were also told, you know, once we get Champions League, we're going to be doing a madness. But hey, there we go. If Liverpool doesn't win the league, this would be the biggest flop in decades. Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe left PSG levels. Yeah, it'll be up there. It'll be up there, Darren. I can't disagree. Like, where's the weakness in the squad? You know, that's what I told Scans on the Man Them podcast. Don't I see a weakness in your squad and it's up top? Problem solved. 4 letters. Give me an I, an S, an A, and a K. Alexander type. We spent the money on Madueke cases, boy. Yeah. Them men are going to Newcastle getting their best player. You know, we went to Chelsea and picked up the player that they don't want for the second time in 2 years. So do the people think Yuck is better than Isak if he moves to Liverpool? Because that was one of the rounds doing that. Bro, of course they do. They're making a compilation right now as we speak, boy 10, that GYKORES is better than Isak. Yeah. Of course he's better than Isak. He's the Arsenal player. You know how our fans are. Big up to the Unapologetic podcast. See you, Marita. Big up yourself. But yeah, Isak. But those same people that will tell you that GYKORES is better than Isak is the same people that use the term Premier League proven. Well, shit. Isak is the definition. He is the very definition of Premier League proven. Trade Martinelli for Lookman. Simple. I think that's an upgrade there, even though I don't rate Lookman as highly as most people rate him. Do I have Dio? I've always said Alexander Isak is better than GYKORES. It's not even close to me. Isak is clear. Like, if there's a table in the football tent, the massive giant clamshell of football, and there's the table with the best current strikers in the world. Haaland is at that table. Lewandowski's at the table. You know, Mbappe's at the table. Wide right, forward, whatever. Isak is at that table. I don't think GYKORES is there yet. You know, Harry Kane is at that table. I don't think GYKORES is this. I don't think he's quite there. He comes to Arsenal and bang, then yeah, you go there. Imagine. All along we needed to do was Isak was just a try. Speak on it, Darren. Speak on it. But Arsenal heard, hey, he's not for sale. Yeah. Or Isak heard the noise and be like, nah, that man ain't serious. That man is signing Madueke. That's not serious. Because football, the same way we can look at certain ballers and be like, man, ain't it? You know, footballers know footballers. Every striker in the world know that they're better than Havertz. You know? When defenders and center backs around the league look at Havertz, they'll be like, brother, we got an easy day out. You know, we see John Terry on camera saying when they were playing Arsenal, bro, we got Thierry Henry tomorrow. We got a long day. Like when center backs see Isak and Haaland turn up, they know they're in for a long day. No one loses sleep over Kai. We need GYKORES to be that. You know, whenever we turn up to Brentford, we need Ethan Pinnock to be like, fuck me, man. These guys gonna make me earn my money today. I maintain Mitoma is transformative for us. Would be a huge signing. Would be huge if we sign him. Bigger signing than Zubimendi and GYKORES combined. I do rate Mitoma. Mitoma's touch is clean. You know those balls when we like to play over the top. Zubimendi long ball. He takes the ball out the air so cleanly. Like Martinelli doesn't give us that. Trossard can. Trossard has that tech, but at the end of the day, Arsenal are not winning nothing as long as Arteta is the manager. We just have to face the facts. It's a cold, hard one, Hendo. It is a cold, hard one. So not only have Liverpool and City demonstrated that they have way better managers than what we have, now their squads are way better than ours. So this would be the upset of the century if Mikel was able to pull this off. Mitoma's not a bad look at. He won't cost us a whole lot. He's like 26, 27. You know? AJ, not you, but various men on other channels were making that GYKORES is better than Isak claim. I don't expect them to be stressed by Liverpool signing Isak. I hear it. You know, this statement, boy, 10 got them that got halftime hooks name written all over it. This would be the type of shit that he says. This is the type of thing that he would say, you know. Yeah, but big up to all 30 people locked in, people. 13, we're on 18 likes. So if we can get to 20 likes, people, that would be fantastic. Fantastic. Big up to Mark Kabongo. I see you, my G. Hope you are well. Mbappe has ruined Madrid. We always knew that man was dubious. Yeah. Like his numbers, he gets good individual numbers, but the team that he left played as a team and dominated Europe. You know, Paul Mitchell, when was still at Newcastle, told ISAK he's not getting a new contract as he earns enough already. If they what? That's to set the wheels in motion for us to look at Brada. If they did that, then Newcastle fans should protest. Because I was looking at the Newcastle wage structure when I was streaming with Jordy Dredd the other day, and bro, I think Joe Linton and Anthony Gordon are on more money than ISAK. That is crazy. He's your best player. I don't know what's worse, that or Kai Havertz being our best player, and he became our highest paid player before he even kicked the ball for us. If anyone should be the best player at Arsenal Football Club, it should be Saka, Gabriel, or Deckers. Big up to Wahaha. Why would ISAK go to a weaker team? You know, he's 26, 27 at a crossroads. Major milestone for him, man. I think it's an easy win for me. Like, bro, I mean, big up to, with all respect to the Newcastle fans, bro. It's Liverpool and Newcastle. He has to choose it. It's an easy choice to make, if you ask me. Do you think Arsenal would have the same playing style this season coming? Ooh, that's a good one, Mark. If I'm basing it on yesterday's preseason, I would say yeah. But then again, GYKORES wasn't in yesterday's team, and it depends where he wants to play Madueke. If he plays Madueke on the left, oh my days. But I think we will play a little more direct at times. But yeah, at Old Trafford, don't expect us to go there, push them back, and just blitz them all game. We will attack them, but if we do score, just expect us to just sit back and let them have the ball. But it'll be more of the same, pretty much. Memo from Arsenal PR. Pointless trying to get any more players. Liverpool can't lose the title. We can't complete. We're waiting until January. Waiting until January, the assembly. Or, yeah, you know, they told us, wait till City fall off. Okay, this Liverpool team is too good. Let's just wait until they fall off. You know, by then, Saliba's at Madrid. You know, Saka's at wherever. Gabriel has left. You know, Zubimendi's back in Spain. And then, yeah, the roundabout starts all over again. The time was now, and now was 2 years ago, and we may have missed the ship. It's probably better for us that Newcastle, that ISAK leaves Newcastle, because they might overtake us if he actually stays there and plays hard, and if they added around him in it. Newcastle added to their depth, because their midfield is pretty good. We are going to be insufferable if we pull this off. NFC Monster, I don't think you have it in you. But then again, look at your profile pic. Oh my days. Now the only worry is who might Newcastle get. Dominique Calvert-Lewin. DCL. Yes, people, thank you. 21 likes. I appreciate it. DCL on his way to Newcastle. Specs, Jordy Dredd said he'll even take what's his name? Jamie Vardy. Kabongo didn't know what. Yeah, if you based it on yesterday's game, it's more of the same. The only bright spark was Ethan. It was kind of refreshing to see Ethan and Saka on the pitch at the same time. That was refreshing. As you see, Ethan is about the business, bro. Man is direct. Don't have time for all this knocking it back and forth. Bro, give me the ball, me run it, man. Ball comes in, pops it up on the half volley, turn, bang. That would have been the goal of the preseason, no matter who else scored a banger in the preseason. AJ said, sell 29, sell Sandy, sell Nelson, sell Vieira, sell Kivior. There's the ISAK money right there. We can do some math. 29, how much we getting for him, AJ? I don't think we can give him away. You know, between him and Sambi, we might get 40 million with the wages that he's on. Nelson, we might get 20. Could be 30 if he was on a decent wage. Vieira is about 18 to 20. Kivior you can get about 25. Yeah, fair. Yeah, get the Isaac money. Yeah, fair. And then you take back the money that we took, put in the Madueke deal. Big up to Sir Raider. It would be hilarious if you went to Saudi for 200 mil loopholes and all that. It would be funny. Big up to Sir Raider. Hope you are good, bro. Welcome to the BBK family. What would be like a slap in the face is if Newcastle, if Liverpool signed Ekitike after taking him from Newcastle, then selling him back to Newcastle. But like, you wanted him, we bought him and then sold him to you. Oh my God. Boy, attention. No one wants to buy Stanby. Yeah, no one. After 3 loans, brother. 3 loans, no one triggered the option because we couldn't put an obligation in any of his contract. There was all options. And Luton didn't do it. They went down. Sevilla, he went to Sevilla. They didn't do it. And from what I hear, he did well there. I think he did get when Patrick Vieira got fired at Palace. I think that really kind of messed things up for him. Interest in Nelson dumps. They want to keep him. Vicious cycle. Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do with Reese, man. I think we outgrew Reese. Yeah, I just think Reese is stuck in the. If we outgrew ESR was a better player than Reese. So, I don't know why Reese is still here. Big up the Red Skulls. The BBK still think Arsenal need a new left back. Yeah, we have a whole bus of left back. We have a third choice left back that we can't sell, Red Skull. That's why we can't sell Zinchenko. He's our third choice left back. First choice is Skelly now because he emerged last year. Second choice is Calafiori. Third choice is Kivior. Matter of fact, I've seen Arteta move Timber from right back to left back with Zinchenko on the bench while Tierney was there. So we have the third and fourth choice center back, left back on 150K. Criminal. And Hato, we were linked with Hato for a good week and a half. Before now, he's going to Chelsea now. LFC Monster. So last week, Newcastle fans was telling us they played us with ISAK and Ekitike. And now the table has turned after a week. Hey, brother, LFC Monster, make sure you tune in to the Enemy Lines podcast tonight. I'm gonna pin the link in the comments after the stream is over. I can't go look for it now. It throw me off. But yeah, Enemy Lines podcast tonight. Both the Newcastle fans will be there. Specs and D-Man. Matter of fact, Brother Abs, big up to you, the Waffle Don. Waffle Don, if you could post the Enemy Lines podcast link in the chat, and I'll pin it so these lovely people can tune in and watch us cook Jordy Dread and D-Man tonight. And they better turn up. They must. Awesome. Big up to you, showing love back to the awesome community that you're building. Nah, we're building, my brother. We're building, and you're a big part of it, man. Because you don't show me as bad as you could. I was on the People Them podcast with Jordy Dread, and there were some Liverpool fans in there, and I was taking some uppercuts from them. Uppercuts. Some of them were even personal, but it's all right, man. It's all right. I got thick skin in it. Thick skin. I can take it. I'm a big boy. He's going to Saudi for 200 mil. Right out. That would make the Premier League breathe a sigh of relief. He's gone. Basically, Saudi's telling him, if Liverpool bid, we outbid. Yeah, and hey, one more twist. There's always one more twist. That could be the next twist. Man. Because I don't know. Have Sweden qualified for the World Cup as of yet? Because then if he goes to Saudi and he doesn't bang there, does he run the risk of losing his starting spot to GYKORES? Assuming that GYKORES bangs. Okay, there's the link from man like where is it? Pin message. Yes, I pinned the message with the link to the Enemy Lines podcast. People will be there. So you can go and subscribe to that so you can catch us later cooking the shit out of Jordy Dread. He doesn't want to go to Saudi. I don't think he would. I think he'll go to Saudi on his next contract. What is he, 25, 26? Signs a 4 or 5 year deal at 30, 31. I think he goes to Saudi then. Or, it's a better shout then. Right now, he is in his prime. Man wants to win the UCL. Not going to do that in Saudi. But we'll see how that goes. LFC, it's the worst situation all over again. It's only Liverpool he wants. Newcastle will get him 130 million minimum and end up with 140 with add-ons. Hey, right out. I mean, Saudi might do a medicine offer 500K a week, which would be tempting. Yeah, tax-free, tax-free. That would be tough. Big of anyone who went over and subscribed to the Inter Milan's podcast, people. Greatly appreciated. Even if ISAK does not go to Liverpool, the league is still Liverpool's to lose. Arsenal are not going to be actually challengers. The manager is the weak link at Arsenal. Hey, hard. And though I'm with you 100%, my brother. I'm fighting this fight every day in every other podcast that I go on. You know what I want, but it's tough, bro, because we have very loud online presence saying the complete opposite of what we're saying right now. Imagine there are hundreds of thousands of people that think we're crazy for saying that we want a new manager and that this team isn't good enough. Saudi also showed Newcastle it makes perfect sense that they could ask for 200 million all day long. Love a loophole. I mean, Newcastle would love to sell him to Saudi. Him going to Saudi really benefits Newcastle more than it benefits the player. Because 200 million, they can buy 4 quality players with that. I don't think Liverpool is going to do that. Liverpool is going to, we give you 131. Yeah, that's it. Not going above that. The player wants us. We're not going above that. Take it or leave it. We're Premier League champions. We do have a strike in Ekatike. We'll see what it does. Good point handle. Blunderman played for us. He never seemed to linked out of the era. Perez, Bergkamp, etc. But those are the levels that we need to compete with what Liverpool is on. But we can't allow them to go invincible, like Borten says. We have vested interest when they come to the Emirates. You have to beat them. We have to beat them. We can't wait for them, to be in match week 29 and not lose a game. And when they come to the Emirates, we have to beat them. BBK, you would say consistency will win the title. Would you say consistency will win the title? There are a lot of good teams in the league and the Champions League. Yeah. Matter of fact, it's the only thing that wins the league title. Like, you can win the Cup, the Champions League. Those you win in moments. Over 9 months of football and 38 games mixed with 2 domestic competition, the most consistent team. Yeah. Absolutely. That's why it feels so good, isn't it? Because over a 9-month period, you were the best team in the country or the most consistent team in the country. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I'm more excited for the Arsenal ladies. Season tickets for the ladies. Better City teams didn't go invincible. Arguably, better Liverpool teams didn't go invincible. No, I've asked the Liverpool fans this. Okay, is this team better than your team that put 97 points on the board? And it's a mixed bag. I think that team was better as well, Boyton. I think the Sadio Mane, Bobby Firmino, Mo Salah front three was better than this front three. That Sadio Mane press was relentless. That Wijnaldum press was relentless. That quality that Mane had, man, was just absolutely mad. Man said they're making ISAK versus GYKORES compilation right now in real time. They are, brother. They are. I guarantee you scroll around Instagram, YouTube Shorts, TikTok long enough, you will find them. You will find them. You know what our fan base is like, 410. You know what they are. We need to wait and see what GYKORES does before we start comparing, brother. They don't do that. They don't do that. The minute man ain't even hold up the shirt yet, and the noise is being made. I started the stream by asking, have we landed our gunman with the music? Al Hilal are ready to pay ISAK 500 racks a week and are preparing to bid on the region of 130 million for a striker. Wow. Is this a scare tactic to scare off Liverpool? Be like, you better up the money. You better up the money because this is what the players being offered in Saudi. Man, 500. Ooh, jeez. Like Darren said, that is tempting. That is very, very tempting. Trade Gabriel Martinelli for Matoma then. Yeah, I don't think Brighton will do that because Brighton like their ballers to have tech. The way Brighton plays, the ball needs to stick when it comes to the way to pass needs to be, and Martinelli doesn't have either of those. Do you believe Newcastle have got something up their sleeve if Isak leaves? I think they. Well, I mean, I don't think they expected this twist and this turn. But to them, the transfer window is still early in it because it goes until 1 September. It's the Arsenal fans who are panicking, myself included, saying, I wish we get our business done prior to going on preseason tour because we were competing against a massive Liverpool team before they even signed ISAK. And now that it looks like it might happen, prove that we should have been about our business. The moment they signed her works, we should have been like, brother, get this man to the carpet so we can, get him practicing with his teammates because we need him to score match day one. We need it because if you saw what Havertz gave us yesterday in 79 minutes, the reason Havertz stayed on the pitch so long yesterday is because Arteta wanted to see something. Nothing. Isak to Liverpool. Here we go. Still Ekatike. Isak is crazy. Rodrigo Cáceres. Hope I didn't mess your name up, my bro. But yeah, dude, right out. In 1 week at that. How are we meant to be? Got a here we go 11 days ago. Who's counting? But I know it's 11 days. 11 days ago, we got the first here we go. Every man, Turkish in there. It was after that. Liverpool got linked with Ekatike. Ekatike held up a shirt yesterday. No one can show me a picture of Rodrigo of GYKORES holding up a shirt as of yet. Here we go. Big up to UD. Loudmouth football. Here we go. We hate you, man. We hate you, man, right now, man. My God. Big up to you, UD. I know you are buzzing right now, my bro. I'm not happy if Newcastle gets Sesko, to be honest. Boy, you do rate Sesko, yeah? You've been consistent with that. Not gonna lie. That's the code red. You've been consistent with that. Not gonna lie, man. Big up to you. Big up to you every single time. Theo, I can honestly see that happening. Yeah, it could. Yeah, that's a good shout. Darren, I have a feeling GYKORES is the plan B after watching yesterday's game. He can play left wing. I just don't want to see Havertz on the damn pitch, the assembled. I don't want to see him on the pitch. It's not good. It's not good enough for anything that we're trying to do. None of it. Just that guy, man. Does my head in every single time. 1 second, people be interrupted here. But oh well. Boy 10 again, so we're going to be in the same trouble with Newcastle in 2 seasons if they don't get Sesko. Already have Chelsea breathing down our neck this season, yeah. But a lot of Arsenal fans don't believe that, Even when I was on another podcast and I said it, I was like, bro, I am worried about Chelsea. And any Arsenal fan who told you that they're not worried about Chelsea, they're being disingenuous. They're not being honest with you. Are you excited to see the Prem next season, regardless of our team? I have a feeling it's going to be fireworks, just by the amount of talent going to different teams. It's a double-edged sword, isn't it? I'm excited, but I'm not because we're going into another season. It seems like unprepared, Dana, and I'd rather be prepared than hopeful. Like Liverpool are going into the season with hope. You see the preparation, like all these signings and all the way they're moving. This is how you prepare for an upcoming season. This is preparation, isn't it? This is preparation and it's planning and posture. They've postured themselves for a massive run on all 4 fronts. Even though I told them they can't say the quad word, they told me I can't say the T word for trophy. I told them you can't say the Q word for quad. Just a little back and forth banter. Yeah, but I am excited because anything can happen, But we're going in unprepared, and I'm concerned. I'm concerned more than I'm excited. Let me say that. Big up to the Jordy Dread. You're getting cooked tonight, my bro. You are getting cooked, fried, sauteed, boiled, however many ways you can prepare food. You are done out here. It's gonna be long. We need Hato to be honest. Zinchenko, Kivior, and Tierney all out. Well, this Zinchenko ain't going nowhere, brother. Unless he takes a pay cut. This was meant to be the plan, but we're not that serious. Yeah, I don't, Zinchenko will play, will stay. Arteta dare not do that dumb shit. You said dumb shit, but I have to put that because this would be dumb. It would be dumb if he did what the assembled said he might do. Godfrey picking up ads at the Waffle Don every single time. And make sure you tune in tomorrow because the Waffle Don, the warm up, our show, my streaming partner in crime, we will be here tomorrow, same time. Don't be surprised if Hato locks up Saka when we play Chelsea. That's a serious player they signed there. And this is the thing, boy, Ted. If Saka gets locked up, we got Rodrigo on the other side, or Matoma, or someone. Then it's calm. You know, Saka can have an off game. And then, you know, but if we're one-dimensional, then yeah, he will get locked up because not only will Hato is a serious player, he's 19, he will make some mistakes, but they can double up on him. Thank you for 100 subs. And there's the link for the Enemy Line podcast. Big up to J1, DJ Jamboy. What you saying? You can be consistently drawing league matches and get relegated. Yeah, that's a fact. Remember, 40 points was the cutoff. You needed 40 points to be safe. So you can technically be invincible and get relegated. If you draw all 38 games, 38 points, you can get relegated. Or you can win 1-0 every single game and get 114 points. Invincible. It's all about context, isn't it? My view is we can't control what Liverpool and Man City do, but we can control what we do. Just get Rodrigo and Eze to give ourselves the best chance to be in the conversation to win. That is facts. Give ourselves the best chance, i.e., go into the season prepared. Stepped away for 15 minutes, but caught up now. If ISAK goes to Saudi, Newcastle won't benefit in PSR. They will get compared to selling in Europe, so it will be the same situation with that ISAK, but without ISAK. Okay, fair enough. LFC Monster educating us. Appreciate that, my bro. They can loan ISAK back to Newcastle if he takes the Saudi money. Yeah, who else did that? There was another team did that recently. You know, that Saudi loan thing. Question from the assembly: if Arsenal had to sell Havertz or Martinelli to get ISAK, who would you sell? Both. I sell both of them. Be assembled. But if I had to sell one, it'll probably Martinelli because he probably has the higher value. Like, oh no, does he? He's on 180, but he's younger. He got more about him. Havertz just wonders about the box. But both, I would sell both of them. Either one of them goes, I lose. I don't lose any sleep. I don't lose any sleep at all. That's the trick question. The assembly. Is that a trick question? Yeah, both. Yeah, both. I didn't even see that comment from what that's saying. Havertz gets sold before anyone, even Fabio and Lakanga. Yeah. Problem is, Boyton, that he's unsellable. He is unsellable. He's gonna get cooked, my brother. He is going to get proper cooked. You saw what Havertz did yesterday. I didn't see a thing. Don't know he was on. Man, I saw him tackle himself, Boyton. I saw a man tackle himself and fell over the ball on the right-hand side of the pitch. You know? So, you know, I don't know. I do not know what Havertz is on. I do not know what that boy's on right now. Where we at? Slow verts. Obviously it's Havertz. I wouldn't lose any sleep about losing Martinelli. Ekatiki already in Singapore training, etc. See? Man got a temporary squad number. GYKORES not over the line yet. Have we got ourselves a 9 yet? Have we got ourselves a 9? Nope. What I'm hearing now that he is flying to London tonight to sign some paper that he has to fly to physically sign. Man can't do an electronic signature from Sweden and fly to Singapore. Well, he's flying to London tonight, according to Sky Sports, and then off to Singapore. That's what I'm hearing. But no, still ain't over the line. I got to be frank. Swover's arms didn't look that big yesterday. Swear they filling his sleeves with foam. Filling his sleeves with foam for the photos. Oh my God. Oh, boy, Chen, yeah, that's nasty. But then again, I only saw Slovers when he came off the pitch. Brother, the man tackled himself over the right hand side, fell over the ball. I can't with him. He ain't much bigger, to be honest. As usual, the mutants were creating a story. The Lord told him, Lord Mikhail told him, he has transformed his body, and they just took it and ran with him. And this is why I like to talk to these Arteta fans, because when you talk to them in real time, you can fluster them because they really don't have any talking points. What they do is they take what he says and what the club says and just regurgitate it. So when you get them in a one-on-one and you have to have a conversation with them and you force them to think and you confront them with facts, data, statistics, you fluster them. There was one on BBK Sports and he refused to come back on the channel because he got flustered. And he knows who he is. Because you can't argue with facts. The facts don't care who tell them. The Arsenal ladies manager said the goal is the treble next season. Look at the standards. Oh, my days. Oh, my. He's a special level of shit, bro. He is. He angers with it. Someone who kicks ball. When I see him kick ball at this level, I said, Jesus. How? GYKORES is actually in London already. Okay. All right. Sign and move. Or it's probably in London to do the photo shoot, isn't it? Because we have to PR this. Because we need to make 20 million back in the shirt sales right after. Sign autograph in London for the fans. Okay. There we go. Documents, settings, brother. Sign the damn shit and move, man. Sign the thing. There's positive news on Eze to get happy about for you guys. Really? I just hope we get him before you men get Gehi. We have to make this difficult for Liverpool somehow. We can't just let Liverpool walk the transfer window the way they walk the league. Like, that would be criminal. Man are just walking the league out here. What happened to he bulked up? He's going to be different player, trust me, brother. Clumsy. And I don't care how much muscle he puts on. That can't teach you to control the ball, isn't it? By the way, the Arsenal fans who came at us with Zubi, we will be there if ISAK signs, and we didn't. We did something to you guys, but we got the much better player. Yeah, I mean, why would they even come at you with? Because the Zubi thing was dead the minute you men won the league title. Because the Liverpool fan base that got excited over Zubi is because they didn't trust Endo. But Slot came in and proved that he didn't need Endo. He unlocked Gravenberch. So it was actually Zubi that missed out on the Premier League title. So I don't understand how these men could come at you with that. Like, have they no shame? I won't say we, because I am firmly distancing myself from these bunch. I am. I know it's difficult because if I put on an Arsenal kit and I go outside, everyone assumes you're deluded. Right? I wore the Arsenal kit on the Jordy Dread podcast, and that's probably one of the reasons why I got punched up by the Liverpool fans the way I did, because they see the badge and they just think another deluded. But by the end of the stream, man, them came around. I was like, finally, an Arsenal fan that talks sense. Because the big channels, they don't want to hear sense from Arsenal fans. They want the crazy egals, and they want, the hot takes, from halftime hooks and D and these men with the hyperbolic takes that just says craziness and just rile people up. Like, I understand why people hate Arsenal fans. I don't agree, but I understand. I absolutely understand. Dana, would you put it past Arsenal to rig the photos? Yeah, if it's PR, you cannot. It's been said, Eze has told friends, etc., he's moving to Arsenal, but maybe not news. Maybe not new news. Yeah, GYKORES openly twerk for us, and we still haggled at that. No, I wouldn't. The assembled our club is in shambles, but it is what it is, man. But yeah, GYKORES hasn't been announced yet. ISAK wants out. Rashford to Barca. Madness in the transfer window, but there's always one more twist. People, I have made it to the end of the chat. Big up to all 23 of you still locked in here. What a bunch of legends. Like I said, people, once I get to 1,600, I will do a giveaway here on BBK Sports to give back some love to the people who have shown me love here on this channel. Big up to every single one of you, man. Big up to men like E. Ross.
Maybach
I'm the
music.
biggest boss that you seen thus far. I think I'm Big Meech.
Maybach music.
I'm burning purple flowers. It's burning my chest.
Maybach.
Every day I'm hustling. Who you suckers think you're tripping with? Yes, I'm the boss.
Yes, sir. We have come to the end of the stream, people. Big up to every single one of you. Take care of yourselves and each other. Until next time, we are gone.